Hey guys, what's up? It's Daniel with TrailerMountain.com, and today I'm going to be testing a headlamp. This is the BEAL FF210R. It is a USB rechargeable headlamp, and it also has the capability and the adapter to just use 3 AAA batteries instead. So pretty cool. There's options galore, and I'm going to get it out of the packaging and I'm going to show you what's cool about it. So that's how they package the batteries right there. It's the one battery. And then the actual, that's the lithium-ion battery right there. It is an 1800 milliamp battery, 3.7 volts. So the way they package this thing is that they stick these things to the inside of the packaging with double-sided tape. So if you're not really careful, you're just gonna stick it to itself, and then you got to sit here and peel it all off. So that's what I'm gonna do now. All right, so I got most of it off of the battery right here. Still a little bit of schmutz on there, but not a big deal. I'm still working on getting this piece of, I got one side off, now I'm getting the other one. Alright, so I got pretty much all of it off of the battery. This is the adapter that you put 3 AAA batteries in there, boom, plus and minus, plug it into your headlamp, and now you have a second way to power this headlamp, which is pretty cool. I just wish they wouldn't have used the, double-sided tape. Alright, as for the actual headlamp itself, there it is. That's just trash. Let's see what else it comes with. Looks like we have a USB to micro USB charging cable, mini USB there, regular USB, plug it into your computer, plug it into the wall, USB wall outlet, and you can recharge your headlamp, which is pretty cool. Or, in this case, if you have like a battery bank, you can plug it in, and I'll get to that in a minute. And it gives you your owner's manual, gives you several different languages on the back, how to work the different features and benefits on this headlamp. So gotta have a owner's manual. That's cool. So this is the FF210R. 2 buttons on the top, which is pretty cool. It does angle. It has 6 different angle settings, so you can move this headlamp up and down depending on where you need it. And they have it set up really small. There's no way that's going to fit around my head, so I'm going to make this thing a little bigger just so I can fit this thing on my head. It's still way too tight, but just for the, so you can see what I'm doing here. And then you can angle this thing up and down. On the top here, there's a little clip. That little clip opens to access the inside, and what I do like about that is this thing opens all the way. Some of them only open like this big, and it's kind of hard to get everything in and out of there. So on the battery itself, this is an 1800 milliamp battery from BEAL, and on the back side here you have your plus and minus, and then over here you have your USB port. That's where you charge it. So it has a really simple way to put it in. This top part here, there's a little notch right there. There's also a little notch right here. That pretty much just lines up perfectly right there, just like that. So that little notch goes in just like that. This little guy seals, snaps in place, and that's done. So on the headlamp itself, you have a flood, which is on the left-hand side, and then you have a focus beam, which is on the right-hand side, which is this guy right here. You also have a red LED too. So what you would start off with, I'm going to turn my lights off just so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Alright, so we'll start with the flood, which is on the right-hand side of the headlamp when it's on. If you're looking at it, it's on the left, but you push the button once, goes into flood, push it again, goes to low, then it goes into your red mode, and then last it goes into flashing red for like an SOS kind of a, it's not SOS, it's more of like a flash, but you get the idea. Then hit it again, turns it off. Right hand side is more of the focus beam, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's like an orange peel reflector on the inside of that one, which is really nice. So let's turn on the spot. This is on the left hand side of the headlamp as it's on. So you turn it on, it goes to high, hit it again, a little bit higher, then it goes into a lower setting, and then it goes into a flashing as like a beacon or something like that. So that would be cool, for an emergency situation, somebody could see this light for a long ways out. Hit it again, turns it off. Pretty simple, 2 buttons. You choose, you can have them both on at the same time. You could say, okay, I want them changed around, and you know, I just want to do one flashing and one on, and both flashing. You could do that too. So max power when using both the spot and the flood on high is 210 lumen output. And we'll get this thing outside in a little bit, and I'll show you how bright it really gets. So the focus beam, which is this guy right here, that's more of like the spot that goes way far out. That's 170 lumens on high, 76 on medium, and 12 on low. So if you're just using the flood beam, which is this guy right here, you know, if we're just around camp, you need a broad range of light. This is the good way to do it. This one is 45 lumens on high and 5 lumens on low. So this would be the one you want to use if you're trying to conserve battery life. Now, granted, if you have a battery bank with you, then that's easy. You just recharge it. If not, use the AAA battery adapter here. So you basically just pop in 3 AAA batteries in here, close that, and then just use this as your battery pack. So you take the other one out, right here, you pop this guy in, close it up, and then you're good to go. So on the adapter here, it says do not use rechargeable lithium batteries. For some reason or the other, they have a disclaimer on the owner's manual. You can use alkaline or nickel metal hydride AAA batteries in this, should be fine. Now on the battery itself, the rechargeable one, as I said, there's a little port right here, and that's how you recharge it via USB. On the front side here, right above the notch, there's a little LED that will light up green. It lights up red when you're charging it. It takes about 2.5 to 3 hours to charge it full from dead. And then it'll light up green once the battery is fully charged. So that's pretty cool. It has a little indicator to tell you when it's done. The headlamp's also IPX6 waterproof rated, and it has a 3-year warranty. Pretty substantial warranty. That's pretty good. Most headlamps and stuff like this you see, it usually has about a year warranty, or some of them even have 90 days. But they give you a 3-year warranty against manufacturer defects and workmanship. If you drop it, you break it, you sit on it, you throw it off a cliff, you go swimming with it, and it gets submerged to the point where you have water ingression, then probably not. But under normal use, it should be covered, for 3 years. I have my battery bank here. I'm going to turn that on. Then we're going to plug in the USB right there. And you can see there's a little red light. So that's basically it. You plug it into a battery bank, start charging it. 3.5 hours later from a wall charger or, a pretty substantial battery, bank. This is a 13,000 milliamp battery bank. Charges pretty quickly. So I would say probably closer to 3 hours on a full charge, but there you go. You can recharge your headlamp in the backcountry. Things I don't like about the headlamp. Not very many. Number one, when the battery is plugged in and secured in its case, you can't externally charge it. You have to disassemble it, take the battery out, and plug it in to charge it. So it's not that big a deal, but I thought it was worth mentioning. The only other thing I could say was a kind of a bummer, and it's not really product related, it was just packaging related. Really, the way they used double-sided tape, that foam sticky tape, to adhere this and the battery to the packaging, like right there and right there. So it was kind of a pain in the butt. Like I had to sit there and just kind of scrape it with my thumbnail and get it all off of there. So, not that big a deal. It was kind of, like I just want to open the product and start using it. I don't want to have to get it out of the packaging and then clean it. So that was kind of a bummer, but not that big a deal. So let's get this thing on my scale and I'll see exactly how much it weighs, and that's with battery. 3.6 ounces with battery. Not that bad at all. It's not too heavy. It doesn't bob around on the head very much at all. And it is very comfortable. The strap is really wide and it fits, it fits really nicely. So as I said, you can angle this thing down. It has 6 angle movements, so you can move this thing down if you're eating or if you're reading and you don't want to blind your campmates, you can do that. If not, you can just keep it forward, put the spot and the flood on for nighttime trail running or hiking, and you're good to go. You have plenty of light. 210 lumens is pretty bright. So we're going to get this thing outside. I'm going to show you how bright it really gets, and then you can kind of see for yourself, and answer your own questions. Do I want to buy one of these? Do I like it? Is there other color options? And there are. So let's get it outside. So pretty bright for what this thing is. It's a USB rechargeable headlamp. So I really like it. It does angle down nicely. If I need to, look where I need to go or anything like that, it's pretty bright. It's definitely bright enough for me to use it
you know, like on the trail if I was hiking at night or anything like that. Many options, even with the red light. Even in the flashing mode for the red lamp. As I said, USB rechargeable, but it does also have the option to use regular batteries as well. So multiple options there, pretty inexpensive, and nice headlamp. It is pretty comfortable too, I will say that. It does put out a good amount of light, you know, just right here on my hands. That's on low, just on the wide beam. And, you know, for the money and for what you get for a headlamp like this, it's actually really nice. USB rechargeable. You can also use regular batteries with the included adapter. It's super comfortable and the price is right. So,
alright guys, so that's my review of the BEAL FF210R headlamp. As I said, this is from BEAL. Here's their website. Definitely want to make sure you check these guys out. These guys make pretty nice headlamps. If you like my review and found it informative, if you want to get one of these for yourself, click on that link down in my description box below and make your purchase. When you do, it helps support my YouTube channel. Another way to help support is to click on that I button right up here. When you do that, you can donate any number of dollars, and that's going to allow me to produce higher quality content to give back to you. If you guys have any questions or comments about this headlamp, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about it. Please leave them down in my comments section below, and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. Also, too, please like, share, and subscribe. Here's the like button right here. If you found this video informative, give it a thumbs up for me, and subscribe. Here's the subscribe button. You click on that. This way you stay up to date on everything that I'm working on here at Trail and Mountain. Another way to stay connected is to head on over to my website, which is trailandmountain.com. Here it is right here. You go to the homepage, there'll be a little pop-up where you can put in your email address and hit submit. When you do that, every time I post something new on the website, you're going to get a notification and you can stay up to date on all the latest gear reviews that I'm working on. So thanks very much for tuning into my latest video. I really appreciate it. Please keep checking back for more gear reviews, outdoor related hodgepodge, gear talk, and giveaways. Take care guys. Get outdoors.